Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is RudeDog21 with another episode of the Clementes Chronicles. So in this episode, I'm going to show you other vintage Clemente cards that are not his base cards. What I mean by that, you'll have his regular issue cards from 1955 to 1973. Well, in this episode, I'm going to show you the other cards during those sets. For example, batting leaders, or just him with other members of his team. So we're going to start off with a 1959 Topps card number 543 and the Corsair Trios. Go here. So on this card, we have a picture of the three main hitters out there in the outfield. We have the Bob Skinner, Bill Vernon, and Roberto Clemente on this one. Nice card here. And these were, and in those days, that was a good outfielder. The whole three could hit. Bill Vernon, in my opinion, was a very underrated outfielder. Very good hitter and a good fielder. Very good fielder. Love this card here. It's like it's the sun in the background. I have the 61 Topps card number 441, 1960 batting leaders. Yeah, Dick Groat led the league in hitting. I think, what was that? 325, something like that. Larker second, Mays third, and Clementes was fourth. There. Let's go here. And 1962 Topps card number 52, 61 batting leaders, and this is the bobblehead edition. That's what I call it. I think Clemente led the league in hitting that year. I think he had a 351 batting average. Vada Pisson came in second. Ken Boyer and Wally Moon. And most people know with this the 62 set, it's very hard. You'll see off center. You have a lot of whitening or corners wear on these cards. Is an awesome example of this card here. '63 Topps number 18, the Buck Blasters. Picture of all the main hitters on the Bucks there. Yeah, we have Smokey Burgess on there. We have, what is it? We got Dick Stewart, Bob Clemente, and Bob Skinner. Pretty cool the way they were kneeling down with their bats on the side. '64 Topps number 7, 1963 batting leaders. National League batting leaders. We have Tommy Davis of the Dodgers. Clemente finished second. Dick Groat finished third. That's when Groat was with St. Louis there. And Hank Aaron. '65 Topps number 2, 1964 batting leaders. I always love this color. Let the color blue out there. So Bob Clemente led the league in batting with Rico Carty second, and Hammerin' Hank finished third. And then we have the 66 Topps 215, probably the most iconic batting leaders or any type of team leaders or league leader card there is. The 3 Hall of Famers there. Clemente led the league in National League in batting with Herron finished second, of course Willie Mays in third. Man, imagine having an outfield like that. One of the National League, one of these All-Star games. No days. And in '67, Topps 242. And this one's the National League RBI leaders. We have Hank Aaron lead the league that year. Clemente finished second. And Richie Allen, well, he preferred to be called Dick, but they have him there as Rich. Reggie Allen there. And then 1967, Checklist, car number 361. Nice example of one here, a little bobblehead there. I remember when I was collecting cars, I was one of the dumb ones that were checking off the boxes at the time. We have the 68. Now 68, I think he had 3 different cars in here. Inserts here. So we have 68 Topps, number 1. National League batting leaders. Clementes led the league. Tony Gonzalez is second. And Matty Alou was third. And it was card number 1. So most people know card number 1s in any of these sets are always the hard ones that are hard to get in mint shape. Because usually people in those days were putting rubber bands on them, and there's usually the number 1 card there. So usually all beat up and jacked up. But this is an awesome example of one here. And then he has also card number 3. And that one was the 67 RBI leaders. It's a little off center. That's one of the few cards I will have to upgrade eventually. Probably do that international. You have Orlando Cepeda, who led the league in the RBIs. Clementes finished second, and Hammer and Hank finished third. And if you notice, almost every year it seems like Hammer and Clementes are always 1, 2. Seems like, or always next to each other. So, and then card number 480, and this is the manager's dream here. We have Tony Olivia, Chico Cardenas, and Bob Clemente out there. Oh yes, Tony Olivia, very underrated hitter, very underrated ball player. 1970 Topps, 61 National League batting leaders. Pete Rose, who led the league in hitting that year. Clemente finished second, and Cleon Jones finished third. It's a nice card, nice clean card. Plain. And then 75, the Topps number 204. This is celebrating the 25 years of Topps baseball cards from 1951 to 75. So they were celebrating it by the MVPs of each year, one from the American League and National League of that year. 66, the year I was born. So as you can see, Frank Robinson was the American League MVP, and of course Clemente was in the National League that year. And then Topps also came out with a mini set, and this is the mini card for that set. Put them by side, you can see the difference on the size. But besides that, the card is identical, same number and everything. Alright, so this is another episode of the Clementes Chronicles. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. This is Mark signing off. Take care and be safe.